Good morning, collective. This is divinely guiding chosen star seed spiritually. Well, it's been a beautiful spring. Uh, Beautiful morning in spring is what I'm saying. So we are in spring, even though different areas in the United States are different, having experience on different type of weather. But even though spring is here, it is here. When you start seeing the trees has been budding, and mean the flowers are coming from um, Japanese blossoms or pear trees or anything that has been um, what we call is budding, as in the flowers. So that letting you know, nature tells you what's really going on in the web in experience on Earth. Um, Different things that anybody that who um, take care and they put things in seed in the ground and they pay attention, the trees and different things of nature, so you know when spring is around. It's just something to let you know that. So when spring means new things, when spring is um, meaning that the environment and the experience, how you feel. Since we in Pisces, we're gonna be talking about Pisces today, and Pisces has to do with the element of water, quality of multiple. It's the ruler of Neptune, which is the planet. Also, symbol is means feeling, and the motto is I believe. Things that attract to from Pisces are Aquarius, Cancer, and Scorpio. And remember, it's the 12 signs, becoming from your natal chart, your zodiac, or a different type of astrology of degrees of different planets and different things that has to do with the stars. Everything has to do with heavenly and earth, and meaning the skies, uh, and different things of void, which will be as cosmic. So everything is together, is connected, or either you don't understand about it. Sometimes it's just be yourself and just do the journey. You know, sometimes we have so many people that have so much um, willed to put or to procrastination or to project of certain things, if that have anything to do with projecting and procrastination, since I'm in that. Because projecting is someone can put anything and to put energy and to project into another person. That's why we have the opportunity to search out of everything of a matter to understand and what is a king and queen that will be as a feminine or divine or masculine divine. So you have a choice to search your information to be free within yourself. That means spirit and soul. All right. So we got Pisces. Pisces. Hmm. That's a duality. You have two fish with a string. So you have a fish that has a string that's going one way, and another string is going to another fish is going one way. So you got one going east and west, east and west. Um, if that resonates to anyone, this is about you. This is not about me. Sometimes when I have given out information to the collective, I always speak about myself, because anything I receive and I pull, or some things ain't for me. but it's always about you. It's the collective. The collective is you. Now, we just came out of Aquarius. Aquarius had to do with the star. The star has to do with the water barrier. You know, water barrier has to do with a man with a fish now. Come on, somebody. Hey. Depends on which chart your natal chart is and whatever your placements are, your nodes, different things, degrees, and all of that has to do with who you are, and to each his own. Now we have different tape. Some people use the Vedic information astrology, or you just use regular. To each is one. It's up to you. Your sun and your sun and moon and rising. Whoever to resonate to that. I mean, sun, moon, rising, whoever. I seen a game and I was interested, and I thought, okay, I like that. You know, I like little things have games and anything that has astrology. I like things of degrees. I like the thing, everything the Most High made. Okay, that means everything. The word is living, and I believe in living, and that's what I'm here for. To not to be stuck, just to be who I am, and whoever connect or to understand the words that's coming out of my mouth, I believe that everything's a living word. And then we got to be careful how we deal when we speak, especially speaking to other people. So sometimes it will be negative and a positive. Okay, everything is an effect. You can choose. It's all about just being free within yourself and be okay. All right, so today I had this morning woke up. The first thing was on. Only thing on my mind was about let's see, it's about energy, and it was about if I'm from plugged up from pulling my energy to someone else, then I'm like, where is the furbish from it? If that makes sense. If someone pulling my energy, then can I refurbish my energy from my own self, meaning a battery? If that resonates to anybody, to you. So it was about pulling from one individual and want to be able to refurbish the energy that's pulling back from someone else, and I wanted to refurbish my own energy as in the battery. So I was like, okay, there's a lot of energy going on. And I was like, okay. Then I was like, that's about in myself individually, either separated or connected to something of source. So I guess I was asking a question, and how can I refurbish? And the first thing came back was balance. So I said, okay, thank you. I receive it. I receive it. Meaning that in order for pull energy from one, and how you're able to furbish, it would be your balancing. How do you balance within your life in order to refurbish the energy that you've been given to someone else? Okay. If that resonates to someone, this is about Pisces now. Fish now, fish, they feeling, they emotional now. And baby, Pisces gonna always know. Okay, Pisces is an old soul. Been here a long time. And like everything is of 12 is the sun. Like I said, it is very important. It's the 12 signs. Okay? And everybody is connect to all of this. Very important. If you resonate on any things to do with the 12 and what 12 represent, the number. Let me go in here. I'm glad I got my tablet in here. Sometimes I put my laptop, it's on stall. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I guess sometimes it just needs another battery. But 12 represents a lot. Sometimes we just know what meaning is about. Numbers is like, the number don't lie, we lie, That's how I feel. So, me or spiritually, 12, it is, it says a lot. Um, hmm, I shouldn't did it correctly. It's giving you the information. It is the 12 is a several, and it's severe spiritual meanings. It has it says it says completion, perfection, wholeness, and also it has the 12 in the year, 12 zodiac signs, and 12 apostles of Jesus. Okay, if y'all say 12, Jesus will be Christ, Yeshua, Messiah. However, to each is one, or Jah. I always give all what I do know, different languages, and not to be, to cut of a name of a language of a long time ago and not to fight against a J or a Y. To each his own. It's called, I'm an individual of a person that went through something and know that he's the son. Okay? I know the Most High was over his head. Makes sense? Okay. Also in tarot, it has the 12th card is the hangman. Also, it symbolizes of Christ. Okay, Messiah. If you resonate, because sometimes when you're in different things of living word, I'm only with the living word. I'm not in here to be um, stuck or bond, being free. Because 12 has to do with a lot to do with bondage and sacrificing things. And it also has a hangman. It gives you all the information. It has the symbolizing of sacrifice, surrender, and letting go of control. Also, it reduces 12 reduces the number of 3 and 1 and 2, and 1 plus 2. Okay, with the association of creativity, self-expression, and optimism. Okay, so you see, we got a lot going on in here: creativity, self-expression, and optimism. And when creativity has to do with a person that creates is number one. Okay, goes back to number one. 12 with that. One is create. Also, create is magic, because in order to create, you as a person is number one. Number one is create. Number two, and it has right here, it has self expression. Okay, that's one. Two is about in tune, which will be yourself, self expression. Okay, 1 plus 2 is create, self expression about yourself, how you express whatever you pull in, whatever you thought, come out to express another person, yourself, or whoever. 1 and 2. And what 1 plus 2 equals 3, which is optimism. Optimism. So it's like, it's the options of time ism. And if that's like time and ism, time has to do with numbers, and that is the Father, which is the Most High Father on you, which is that you come from an image of creating of what they call a God image, which will be as a person being as, okay, of an image of, mean he spoke you out. Now, I'm not in here to be in here preaching today, because it's not about the preach, it's just to open the living word. And being that, we're coming from creativity, self expression, and optimism. And mean an option of time. And 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 is optimism, also has to do with, it's got expressed, but also has to do with wealth. Okay? Has a lot to do with time. And so when we go into 12, 12 has a message from the angels. 1 plus 2 equals 3 equal 12 also is a message from the angels. It is a lot of things is a signify to things that the Most High has made. And he numbered the hair of your head. If that resonate, if not, it's numbers. Don't lie and multiply, but also sometimes numbers can't. And basically, I say it's not a lie. You lie if you resonate to that. So break it down by 12. 12 have through months. Zodiac, 12 apostles has about the of Jesus. It has the numbers I'm looking on here. I'm searching on Google. Google tells you all the information that you can that's been already been sent or what we've said or whatever put in. Everything is connection. And it's up to you of your function of junction. It means function mean a person that how you funk. And when I say you can do a funky funk or what they want to call um, excuse me, a skunk. But function is how you function on things that you do in this life. A man is a person that put on, I ain't gonna do that because that'll go into something else. I'm not. A man is a person, is a man, right? And a woman is basically, she does, just say a woman that is a single woman and she doesn't have a man or has not been married. It means the functions of a man will be a person that go in here and use tools that things that may be as a masculine as tools with hammers and certain things. But if a man is not there, and if a woman does not has not been married, or either a single woman has sons that may can do the same thing as and do things masculine with tools and hammers or whatever. But if a woman is not able to use does not have a son or her husband, that means a feminine can use the same skills as a man, meaning using the hammer and different things. Okay, it is function, meaning that a man can use feminine things, and if a feminine is not there, they can still do the same thing functions, and so as a woman can function a man. That's what I'm saying. All right, I know that's kind of tongue. I try not to do nothing, not to get in trouble here, because sometimes you open one door and baby things fall in and people get upset. And honey, I'm like, if it ain't for you, turn the channel. We so busy trying to appease and please everybody. You know, at the end of the day, it's not even about that. It is influencing to do the positivity in this world of this earth. It's not even. It's like you are here to do things in this life, and it's about to influence another person when you going through, knowing that we go ups and downs. Okay, meaning that it's a choice to be a positive person or a negative person, or you may have both within. Since Pisces is duality, we are talking about two. So you got positive, and then you also have a negative that makes optimism could be an effect, either one. Okay. All right, Pisces a lot, and it's in my chart, baby. And baby, yes, I resonate to all 12 signs, and here I am, and I am part of that. And I know which house is in mine. That's not my business to tell y'all, but it's about you. All right, all right, Pisces. Pisces, I love Pisces. Pisces is about the dancers and the dreams. Okay. Let me get some more information about it. It's good about to know a little bit more about Pisces. I cheerlead on everything because it's all about you. Pisces, okay. It is the human soul with the cosmic. Let me know on here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pisces symbolize the meaning is merging of human soul with the cosmos. It is a next incarnation, may begin anew in Aries. It means the next. All right, somebody. So now I'm gonna get in here and get some understanding. I believe Pisces is the last one of the sign. Okay, then somebody will say, "No, you're wrong." That's my opportunity to think because I know Aries is the beginning. 12 is the end. So in the water, so you have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I believe that the first one in the water barrier is Cancer. Okay. And then I say, well, you're wrong because Scorpio is the deep person, real deep, deep. And I say, well, teach his own. I believe how I feel, and you can find your own way. But I believe Cancer's the first, Scorpio's number two, and three is Pisces. Um, that's the water bed. These are the waters. Also, you got Aquarius in a little bit too. Now, I'm just saying this is just as far as the element, okay, waters. All right. Now, let's see anything about I it's the two Pisces fish swim freely in the cosmic ocean. Now we just had what do they call it I just watched it and it come back in a minute. The movie of the Arthur, where Arthur is the water, and just watched. I cannot believe it. The movie just had it. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Just in Max. Ain't that something? You get a pause, and it's like, wait a minute, I just had this. Like, what's going on here? I guess I'm gonna have to keep moving because I know I'm like, wait a minute. It's just, and I watched, and I was like, wait a minute, it is new. Funny. I get back to it. So it's this Aquaman, and then like there it is. I'm like, blah. We just had Aquarius, Aquaman. Arthur, Aquaman has to do with Arthur. Arthur is a person that is also has to do with the dancer and for as the dreamers. So in this particular one, I watched this was last night, and I decided, I was like, okay, this got to do with the lost kingdom, right? It has to do with something was cold, right? And upon the time I felt like this has to do with, I guess this is called warming, what they call it, the weather warming, and we're ice. I believe that it has to do with some of these different type of um, what they call it, prison, or what they call different pyramids of that was the weather has been changing, and it has to do with different kingdoms. That was the lost one. It has to do with real dark. It kind of, it's like how it's about dark things that was hidden, and then things, the weather have changed, been shifted, cause where some of the things was melted, and it's been where it was like a freeze, right? And then it started warming, then that different things happen in a certain time has been like it kind of exposed it from what was hidden, and it's like how to deal with that different type of what we call it subconscious, and how to use it into being conscious. To me, it's like dark and light, light and dark, information just giving out. But yeah, that's coming about the Lost Kingdom. I watched it last night, and so that's about a person that can see, or whatever your eyes look about, or how you feel about it, because everybody have their own expectation, and how they felt. I kind of felt it has something to do with pyramids that was for the warming, meaning the sun and warming, and how do they feel. I just felt like the energy of that has to do with Pisces, has to do with aqua, that has to do with um, the cosmic of the water. Okay, different times of things, of Atlantic, of things. Now, also, I had 12 and 9 and 12. I did give some information about the sacrifice, and being stuck. And number 12 can be in that duality of self-expression, create self-expression and optimism, information as well. Please excuse me, I am doing my coffee. I need my coffee. All right, Pisces is, to my understanding, I had endings of sacrificing of you. It could be a new rebirth of an open of a newness. Also, I give some information here that I wrote. It's about, also, I picked out something today, and it has to do, first of all, let's give Pisces that. And it has to do with this right here. And it says, I've given a past partner way too many chances. I've given a past partner way too many chances. Oh, okay. And I pulled that one, and also I have here, I am an empath. In the information that I seen, I said, well, this must be a Leo. And it says, I throw the best parties. And then that was the sun. The sun is the person, is a Leo. Leo has to do with the sun. Okay. A sun in Ventero would be a person's riding on a horse. Also, when new beginnings has to do with Virgo too. If this person could be Leo/Virgo. Pisces go across, that will be Virgo. So if we dealing with Pisces, if you go across it, it will be Virgo. Okay. Now, with the sun is the person, and I did start it with number 12 and what it was associated to, which would be new. So I look on that information. Depends on your natal chart, your placements, and what your new, what's rising in your sun and rising in your moon. It's up to you. It's about you. If you can resonate on the information I'm giving, and like I said, the sun is a person who rides with the horse, with the what they have is the palm trees and holding in the white horse, and different type of tarot if you connect with that. Now, anything else as far as Pisces?
Um, Giving some information that the fish swim freely in the cosmic ocean, and is the highest lessons. Boy, I say the highest lessons of fellowship. It submerged himself in depths and has partake with hidden and ultimate mysteries. Ultimate mysteries, dreams, and dancers and dreams. Okay. So let's see. Pisces teaches us not to be afraid, to let go of the earthly front. It's to let go of our earthly form, and teaches that death is only the beginning of new life.
So I'm in order. See? Now 9 and 12, 9 and 13, giving you the information that it was ending the sacrificing of things of you and being that you become as new and been a rebirth and open in newness. So everything's in order. I just pull and just go. And when I just open myself and just be myself, whatever is connecting my energy, I just go, and not to be picked because everything is all connect.
Okay, so Pisces is the evolution as the evolution stage between Aquarius and Aries.
And remember, Aries is the 17. It's a star, and also it means a lot about Aquarius. And it is a number star. It's 17, but as far as that, it's in between Aquarius and Aries because in between is Pisces. Is Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. And let you know, after when you give out information, it's coming to the next. Something coming after 12, which will be a journey, and number one, meaning create. Okay, so meaning that that's the new spring. Okay, a lot of information is all in order, and let you know where the information and the energy is coming from.
Okay, so this about teaching of death and the beginning of new life. Mm-hmm. Also, it tells you some information that Aquarius and Aries is transmutes,
Meaning that the information I said that the quality of Pisces is mutable.
and information is about transmute and detach, and it's called it's the eccentric energies into fiery, direct, and complicated ones.
Because, like I said, you go east and west, and then it's tied. It's a string or it's a chord to the string. You're going east and west. It's another direction. So, meaning,
Um, it's complicated. Of Pisces. It could be as a masterful.
because 2024 and today I have a number 12. All the numbers from 2021, 3 and 1, all is become number 12.
So everything in order to me. Also, 22 is a masterful and understanding of the dreamers. And indeed, a fine offering, meaning in tune fine. Okay. Pisces is as the vulnerable and to depression, instead to depression and occasionally best by self pity.
Meaning Pisces is they hard to their own self. They can sit here and do a pity party for them own self before they do anything. Okay? That means a person is always judged their own self more than anybody.
Boy, that was hard. If that resonate. Let's see. Also, they have escapes involving in addiction and particular dangerous for them. Okay, they say escapes involving me.
I mean, it's like a person with Pisces is like trying to find another way and to get out of
Certain things, a way of addiction from whatever they're going through, if that resonates. um, let's see. The deep of complex emotional life and those are born under the sign makes them highly attracted to those who long for contact with the profound in life. Also, it's a highly empathic and sensitive and difficulties of others that tend to respond to compassion in the face of misfortune. However, Pisces must beware that others do not impose unduly on them or take advantage of their equations.
I call it equations. Equations.
To me, it's like Pisces, they so empathic. I mean, when you're dealing with Pisces, they don't know. They be knowing. They know they have these two duality. They like, it's like Jekyll and Hyde. It's like the duality. They gonna know. They'll be sweet, but baby, hey, they come back to that high. You know, I call high. They'll go another way. You don't know which one you messing with, cause it's duality. To me, it is, hey, that's who they are. Duality, a feeling of I believe. I believe what like I said, I love music. I love all of it. So, let's see anything else about here. I can see anything about it. The Pisces colors are Aquarian and purple. And it has to do with the body areas. It's the feet, toes, and lymphatic system. All right.
Okay. So let's get on in here. Now I am empath. Okay, means a Pisces. Also, as I throw the best parties, a Leo, the sun. Okay. Now you talking about a king, an emperor. And a person has to do with sacred and dream original. Let's talk about the sacred dream original. And this is like giving you information. Okay, the first one is I have a card here. It says the circumstances surrounding of calm. It's right here. The surroundings of a calm. Okay, it says breathe. Heal your tired body and allow your spirit to find peace. Without harmony, your healing journey will take much longer. Okay, that's a person's circumstances surrounding of you. This is about the collective. So, meaning that you of your circumstance surrounding you has to do with your calm. Okay, I always say, calm your storm. Calm your storm. Okay, the next one is number 2. It says, a possible action. It says, a possibility or action you should take caution. Okay, and as clear here, it's telling you an action. Now, caution has to do, there is no truth behind this force. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. Look closely, and the illusion will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary where only truth remains. Okay. Number 2 has to do with an action that you should take. That means you. Okay. Now let's get in here. I'm gonna tell you about truth behind the force behind this smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors is something that got smoke. It means something hidden. It's cloudy. It's hidden. Okay. Either person is delusional, can't see. When you see mirrors, it has to do with the moon. Okay. I'll tell y'all that, but understand mirrors has to do with watering and mirrors. Okay. That you something is hidden and you can't understand what's really going on. Look close. Like to me, it's a revere. Like a person look closely as a person is driving, right? And the back is like the revealing of the mirror. Okay, you get closer to see what it is. It's behind the mirror. Like you look in the mirror and it's behind. Okay, and the illusional, like I said, illusional will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary. Sanctuary is your head or your church. However, it resonates to you, to whoever resonates, or anything that has to do re-understanding about revealing. That has to do with moon. Moon got to do with, it's the moon has to do with Pisces. Hello, somebody. and the sanctuary in your home. Come on, somebody. Now, when I start talking like that, because I'm in order, in court. Sanctuary where only truth remains. Sanctuary is be your head, it could be your house, it could be wherever you at. It could be your workforce, it could be wherever you sit, family, friends, and community. Where only truth remains. It's up to you. It's an action. Number three, and it says a likely outcome if you do take the action. It has to do with responsibility. Responsibility. Become a discriminant. It says discriminant about the people you choose to help. There are too many people in your life who don't take the responsibility for themselves and instead rely on you to sort it out for them. Okay, now didn't I just say I'm giving a pass partner way too many chances? If that is you and your responsibility of somebody else, you're doing too much. Too much. Now that's a Pisces. Come on now. If that resonates about anything with a past partner. Past partner could be somebody past, family, friends, co-worker, community, whoever you then have connection. Your siblings, I say your children, whoever, or your exes, or your lovers, or a masculine, or a feminine. To each. Remember, this is like you would know. Like you will know who I am giving out information about the energy. All right, so it say take action responsibility. It's a responsibility about you. You don't allow everybody just to do you any kind of way. Okay. Now it's up to you if you want to just keep in this what I call it connection of your chords and connect because connect has to do with the chords and remember we're talking about Pisces. Pisces have strings on it, okay? Yeah. So what do I have here? A masculine has a mask, and feminine to me is an instinct. I'm not saying that a man don't have an instinct, but a woman always gonna know. We gonna always gonna know certain things about us, okay? And a mask, like I said, sometimes you know I see that the protection. If I knew a man is protection, they're gonna protect themselves too, and that means to me as a mask. That means something hidden. And for them, their purpose is to not to get hurt. And it could be as an effeminate, it depends on what your placement charts, okay? Can be as a masculine or feminine because we're talking about sun, and moon. And that is for you to figure out on your placements of your natal charts and what is in your 12 of your chart. That means the 12 of signs, okay? It's up to you because you might have more masculine of your chart than you do as the feminine. Okay, depends if you have in your chart. Depends. Okay, it's functions of junctions of 12 of the signs. Okay, you may have more than others. It's to you to figure it out. Um, so I have strength. I have intuition of a strength. Sometimes you may have a strong heart, and sometimes may have a weak heart. Maybe you feel like that being that you don't have the strength to be able to speak or to be in front. Let's get on to this. When I see a sun and a lion and an empress in here, and it's the tarot card, which would be an empress is a feminine, and this has to do with pride and ego, okay, Leo, and then a Pisces looking at it, being that this past partner. Now, it's hidden behind of a mask. Also, it's a monitor spirits. Now, we start talking about the monetary spirit, and we had on caution. Okay, that caution has to do with something behind the smoke mirrors and look closer of illusional of soon it will be melt away, revealing of a sanctuary. Could be anything, right? So monitor spirits. Let's get on monitor spirits. And this got to do with Pisces and Leo and Virgo. Also Aquarius in front and also Aries. Okay. So let's do on this monetary. It says monitor spirits are spiritual beings. Beings, let's stop. That means a person being anybody can be a monitor spirit. That means individual. Okay, that means somebody individual monitoring spirit. Now, if a person is looking at a mirror, something looking behind. That means somebody's camera. Okay, we got some cameras. It could be anything that you connect to your devices. Okay, be hidden cameras and devices that observe, that keep track of lives of individuals. It's somebody keeping you tracking. Somebody tracking of you, what you doing daily. Okay, hello somebody. To operate in the supernatural realm is to gather information about the physical and spiritual, because it's all about um spirit and physical. Being the spirit is what we call I just had it a while ago. And when something is trying to stop what I'm doing, it's because I'm important. I'm important, and I'm doing my what I'm supposed to. So it is the spirit and physical, which spirit has to do with soul. Okay, it's the aspects of a person's life. They report back to forces of darkness. Okay, going back to darkness about that force, and seek any vulnerability, blah, blah, blah. Seek an vulnerability that can exploit in our life. Then we got somebody there they go, in our lives. Okay, there's somebody interfering about your monitor spirits of these individuals in a dark force that be behind the scenes of the mirror, smoke, and mirrors. Come on, somebody. And they are in different type of darkness of seek vulnerability that can explode in our lives. That means somebody is trying to exploit you behind the scenes about what you do in your own of your sanctuary. Okay, wake up. Now that means something to do with Pisces. Okay, Pisces has to do with a lot of information about who you are. I mean, she gonna know, and that's a duality about who you are. Okay, being that you feeling a certain kind of way and how you believe it's your intuition about your water. That means your element of water. You gonna already emotion gonna know about your own of your individual of your sanctuary. Okay, like I said, anyway, it's about to understand about your intuition and know about your knowledge, how you guide it, and what about your knowledge and how you deal with different things cautionary of a force that watching the monitor spirits in your home, your house, your home community, your workforce, your family and friends. And why? The question is why? Why the hell not? Because they can. When we have devices, we connect into an internet. We're all together. Now we figured out that we're all not by yourself. You ain't never been by yourself. You've been here for a long time. They've been doing this for a long time. But I'm point like, are they gonna give you some money, or you gonna give a bid of it, or what are they? What are the purpose of it? Either they trying to stop you, or they trying to help you. Which one is it? You choose. Okay. It's about how to discern things. There's one thing about when you already have the gifts. If you have all these gifts that you have, either you're not using your gifts that you already have, or you are basically you're not understanding on what you're, how you see your visionary or your guides or things that's been given. You don't understand it because it's all you. It's all you. I'm gonna say here it says when you have monetary spirit got the number. It's an Acts of 16. Let me tell you 16. When a monetary spirit has to do with fall, every time somebody doing something against you and that you can't see, they always fall. They always fall from it. You know why? Because they can't do something they're supposed to be doing themselves. If a person constantly watching your monetary spirit because they're not doing their job, you know what? They ain't creating, they ain't doing anything. All they doing is behind the scenes what you're doing. Either they are either want to use what you're doing, okay, and use it for your gifts. You know, I said that about those monetary spirit have to do with the doppelgangers. When it has to do with that, if somebody is watching what you're doing daily, they're not doing that their own self. They want to use what you have, the gifts that you have, and go behind it and then redo it. But they, like I say, when you don't get fed, you know that's three party. It's a lot of three party going on. And to me, the energy is really crazy now. It's like energy is what the money is. And if somebody is, I started today, if somebody was using your energy, now how can you refurbish from your own individual, or a person can use your same energy back? How can you do that? And I say it was balancing. And so, in order to ground it, because like I said, you want your own refurbished back from yourself. Now it says monster spirit is a weapon of, it says a weapon of witchcraft of attack. Now witchcraft. This this witchcraft things, let me say, everybody got their own way. You understand dark and light within your own self. Anybody is a being can do that. This ain't no ghost or nothing. This a person hidden behind because they've been doing it for a long time. So this has nothing to do as a person that is an individual that is doing as a being physically doing it. Okay? And then witchcraft have to do with manipulates, it's a victim. Now, you know, are you a victim of valor? A victim is a person as you're the individual becoming a smell of something, of beware. Then somebody else watching. Because when a person can in tune to know the smell of it, then you already know that you become as the victim. But can you come out of the victim of valor that these people have placed you and to put you, exploit you in your own sanctuary about the monitoring spirit that they've been doing? Because this is the part of this game of spiritual, of a warfare. It's a force, but it's a spiritual warfare battle within yourself and then the individual of a witch, which will be a person behind the scene with the mask. It says, I'm given a past partner. Somebody may be in witchcraft doing things behind the scene and cause problems in between what going on within you. Too much chances, family, friends, community, co-worker, or somebody behind the scenes of a monetary spirit, a doppelganger, watching what you're doing daily. And it's a battle between you and this person that you're connected, or a past that you knew. Either it could be a lover or a masculine or a feminine. That we're talking about you. About a monitor of this witchcraft attack. A craft is a person that is doing behind the scenes and to interfere on what you're moving of your journey. Somebody is trying to come and stop you to use things to come against of your physical of attack. Physically. Okay? And that means somebody's trying to stumble over your own feet where you can't go in your travel where you go. To each his own. I say reverse. I say reverse and turn around back to the where you started as a creative person is, meaning turning it around for you. We turn it around back to you because you are the one that are able to do things. Sometimes with this, it kind of do, kind of like the word witchcraft is meaning choice. WHICH. You have a choice. Okay, you have a good, positive, and negative of 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 a two within your own self. Sometimes when you see people, individual beings that you're connected with other people in their life, like I say, this is what they do daily. But only thing about a person do negative all the time, they come back as a boomerang back to their own head. When you keep speak life positive all the time, everything goes against a negative because you keep going positive. And how you balance things that you don't understand, you have to find a way to have balance and being. Sometimes you have to ground it. Okay, Pisces has to do with watering, and the cross it would be Virgo. Virgo has to do with earthly things. So we have water and earth. Okay, that's what I'm looking at here. And what come in between, you have Aquarius coming in with that. It's like the water and barrier, but then you have two, it's like two fish in the water, and then you got fiery. So you got earth, water, okay, deep, got fish going back and forth. That means to me it's Atlantic. It's Pacific and Atlantic, right? If that makes sense, right? And then I have the fire, which becomes as Aries. Aries has to do with fire. So that let you know it's like it's telling you a story if you can understand it. All right. It says it has to do with the missed blessings and elect and failure and frustration. Mean a plight. Mean a victim of monetary spirit can be a lot. But understanding that, now I didn't know that it was like a couple weeks ago I seen the tower already fell. That means we knew it was coming. Everything was in order, and everything is fine. Like I said, you just coming through. You becoming something that was an ending and coming into something that sacrificing for certain endings and things that coming in, but something new. And what comes in there is new spring. Okay, it means you jump out. So you jump out with a new as something luck. You lucky. You lucky, lucky. You lucky girl, lucky boy. Also, it give you the importance of discerning spirits. It's a passage in phases. It's like in phases, the importance of testing of discerning spirits, as there are both true and false spirits present in the world. Meaning highlighting. It's highlighting on certain things. It's like different things. People that Christians, okay, it says, how do Christians respond to the presence of a spirit? It's the believer should respond to the presence of monetary spirit. Now I just started about believe, meaning that the motto of Pisces is I believe. We talking about the 12 of the signs, okay? And it's about seeking. It's about the seer. You mean that the empath, okay, the person of element of water. Element water has to do with feeling and also is the visionary of who Pisces is for. Okay? And Pisces has a lot to do with Philippines, what I call it, Philippines are the philanthropists and the philosophy, and which will be as the and that's a person that has to do with see, vision, okay? Then it's through a prayer of study of word of God, relying on power. Now, if you use different things with the Bible, you have different things of the Most High, the living Word that's in all over this world. You have open doors to research and search out all matter that He give. Okay, we're here to not to be stuck, but just to be open minded and not to be so stuck for things. You have all ways to find the Most High. He's all around. If that resonates to anybody, I try to be an open book, not to tell you what to do and what not to do, just to give the energy that is around. And that makes sense. It says how to discern, monitor spirit, and overcome them. Two, I say is positive. Regardless negative, it's always a negative start, may become a positive. You have to fight with positivity with negativity. Sometimes it's the living words what you speak. So giving information is about fight within yourself. Okay, that sanctuary always will always be within yourself. Understanding that we're a spirit and also in a soul. A soul has to do with physically how you feel. Okay, Pisces is feeling and believing. Pisces with feeling and believing. So this is what I'm reading. Okay. All right. Now also, strength and intuition and discerning what your spirits and your gifts has been given. Also, the Star Seed Oracle. I have a card here. It says the Great Serving. It has to do with Mars energy, which will be Aries. Okay, Aries has to do with Mars energy, and it's the anger, conflict, and softening. It's like something being softened to love. And also a lot of as I noticed being that when I call it new spring, it's always a lot to do with sinuses and sneezing and different things. Has been green, a lot of green. You start to see a lot of green being your glasses, like when you driving and you see all that green dust. It's green. It's because it's new, and that causes sometimes sinuses and different things. Let's see here. The Great Serving, which is on 72. 72 is 7. 7 means chariot, means a number that go forward. Also, 7 can go into 7 to 17, giving us a star. Meaning a chariot is a person's travel, Naval. Also, go 7 and 2. 2 is intuition, meaning that's yourself. Also, in 9. 9 and 7 and 9. 9, I can give you information. It's like, could be abundance. Okay, let's see what it says here. It says, this is a shadow card. It's one that may feel confrontational. Don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface anything that is standing in the way of letting love in. It is the wearing planet of Mars. Mars is a constant reminder that it's important to be softened, forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and unconscious wounds inflict. Now, the old soul is the Pisces. It's the wounds, okay? Meaning that the 12 signs is giving you about an old wounded of an old soul. And I read a lot of things about the Pisces. It's the old soul. Mean wound and mean wounded from so much. And wounding of our unconscious wounds and inflict wounds on others. Now, that's like projecting on others. And when we're going through so much of feeling and what believe, and some things, the things we believe with faith, and with faith in how you feel. And some things I've noticed when things don't work the way you want to be, being out in this light, and some things it didn't work the way that you would like to be. Sometimes you have to figure it out how to not to be so judgment within your own self and beat yourself up. We, as they notice that Pisces is the one to come and be the judgment to themselves. Pisces. It can feel, also give some other information, it can feel like a never-ending dance. And I did get out information that Pisces has to do with dancers and it's the dance and the dreamers. Okay, and we can. It says right here, never-ending dance. We can never escape if we aren't careful. Okay, then it said caution in there early. Before long, we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. This is kind of give you a pandemic, right? You had to like everything closed at 8 and 9, right? And it was like to the point that you had it was this one can't go here, can't go there, was couldn't do this, can't do that. Five was it 6 foot and all of this stuff and mask and all this, and we were scared of everybody. It was like at a point of time. That to me was the 22. 2020 had to do with 2 and 2. Pisces, right? It had to do with the feeling, believing how people was out here, how they felt about what was going on. 22 has to do with macing, what I call is masking, and also has to do with masering, meaning your master. You know, master has to do with I. Master is the Capricorn, and if the main thing with the goat. But at a point of time, you become as the person outside of what you put in this the world. Be seen as a person, as a Capricorn, is what you put out. Okay, that 2020 thing had a lot going on with that. How we were acting out, being the kind of scary thing, can't touch nobody, this and that, and put us in a position. And that's how I felt at a point of time. Okay, and it has to do with anxiety. How can you keep peace and balance of your anxiety when you think that everybody's coming for you? Meaning that monitor spirit has to do with the we call it doppelganger, and how you feel about the world it is. Some people just gonna be good and some people gonna be bad. How you deal with it, okay? And how you have to find a balance and to be understanding that you still have unconditional love. Don't allow nobody to stop unconditional love to you and to anybody in your family, friends, co-workers, or whoever you deal with. But even though I'm giving out the information, but it's your choice, you know, how you feel and how you believe. And this is about Pisces, remember, about you. Okay? It's like come back to love. And Mars has to do with that, and it's coming in. We just came for Valentine. You know, like some people don't do Valentine. We don't do with all that stuff. But like Valentine has to do with Roman. Okay? Roman has to do with the war. Aries got to do with Mars has to do with, I'm gonna get to you that in a minute. And it says right here, go back to love. When you hurt, when we're hurt, and it's normal to close off our heart to the world, to let the painful experience confirm to agony. You know that agony, of separation of earth, like soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and part they call it that paranoia and paralyzed you, it's like a normal to want to hide away from others in the world. You go hide from everybody else because you done went through something. You got hurt, you done had paranormal, being in the house all the time, can't do nothing. You like get stuck and stuff, and you be in this different type of realms. You can put your own stuff in a realm. You can. Anybody can. You can put yourself in a stuck in a rut and put you in a cave. Put your own self in prison, like how we felt in 2020. I felt like that. I'm like, hell, I ain't prison. I ain't in no jailhouse. Couldn't talk, couldn't speak. I'm like, what is this about? But like I say, experience of a 12 of signs let you know what it really is. Everything's in order. And it's like we're all innocent of a child, you know, and spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, especially yourself. Going back to yourself, being judged. Pisces always judging of our own self and what we do in our own fate. And we're always looking at us like we're the one who's doing everything. It's normal. Love yourself. Okay? And it says, how are you cutting yourself out from love? Now, this has to do with not connecting to other people because you done went through something. Now, a lot of people went through the pandemic, and people still, at that time, people still on that 6 foot. People are being put in a position of projecting and cause on others. And then this when you have a choice to be able to know everything is going to be fine and well within your own self and your own soul. Okay, that's why it's so important to love yourself. Okay, so now I have some other things in here. Let's get on here about this war. Okay, now this I'm looking in here, I'm seeing narcissistic and empath. Okay, now this is what I got the cards in here, narcissistic and empath cards, and I'm gonna give the energy in a minute. What is the energy of Mars? It says passion, war, and anger. It's a placement in the different houses in the birth chart, your natal chart, of your zodiac signs, 12 signs of charts. Do your job, do whatever that is about. It is how one is going to fare in this life. We're talking about fair. What is fair in this life? It also is a sharpen of a skill. Sharpen on iron on sharpen on iron. It's a skill set which is the required of the protection of complex. It means the protection of complication or completion. It's the protection of completion. There it is. Unleashing of passion and power of Mars. Mars has to do with Aries, meaning Aries is coming in number 3. But remember, it is number 1. And there, if you go find your information and find that, that's the beginning, number 1. But Mars is about roaming. But let me give you some information. It says Team Mars Energy Group acquires new gen energy, ready, home energy, portfolio, approach, and news. Meaning, if anything resonates to Team Mars Energy Group acquires, it says acquires, or new generational energy, ready home energy, and portfolio approach and news. This could be somebody that you, the collective, may have some information, may be connect to whatever in your energy. I'm just here to give out as influence what I seen in my energy and to give to other people. Meaning, okay, it has the planet of Mars has to do with energy, action, and sex. It has to do with shed on your sexuality, your energy of desires, the light you up, and how you make moves in your fulfill and what fulfill them. Even in your sex, in your light, what is the positivity of how you do your sex or sexuality? Whoever, however, cope, express anger and aggression. Emotional Mars has to do with action of libido and association and aggression. You may have issues with libido. That means you may can't rise up or you do not have the energy to feel having sex. You might not be to to get the feeling on up, meaning in the way of works of sex. You may have some issues with libido. Sometimes I've noticed if you, masculine or feminine, if you take away from a lot of things that you eat daily and you remove something that causes problems, and you can realize that sometimes that cause too much. It's like sometimes you eat too much certain things that cause problems within your sexuality, on your gifts that you do daily. Also, it has a Greek of God of war, meaning Roman is the brutish. It's a Nimmer. It's what they call Demeter, and also to me it has to do with Roman and Egypt a long time ago. Also, it has to do with old gods and new gods, military, battles, soldiers, and agriculture, and it called innovational farmers. It could be have questions against with the what's going on here with the war with the food. It may be issues. I always say Pisces go across to Virgo. Virgo has to do with new, meaning the beginning. New has to do with Venus, and Venus it has to do with Mercury, and Venus in personal is the planet of Neptune. Okay. Now there's all the Pisces that I give that I'm seeing in here. Now let's get on here about what I've seen earlier. Now this one is masculine, and this has to do. It says I'm giving a past partner way too many chances, right? So I said, okay, I now have many other opportunities. For some reasons, I'm still hanging on. Hanging on has to do with that fish, okay? And it says sacred peel. It's like cast is really sacred and cast. That has to do with generation of cautious records. Also, it's family, friends, and co-workers can be anybody that is in the community. But it's plenty of fish. It has to do with a string, and mean strings mean cords. Mean plenty of fish with a string hidden, holding you. So if that resonates, but it has to do with the victim as a partner. Here we go. I start putting them all in order because that has to do with a partner. Okay. Victim. Next one. It is a victim. Victim is a person, as I was taught how to be a victim. It is a comfortable pattern. It's a tale of woe. The healing, who taught you that? Self examine, because if we don't, we may never discover the lump. Reflect upon this, then do something in a whole new way. Okay? Now, this is about Pisces. I got Pisces, Leo, and Virgo. It could be Aquarius, Capricorn, or Aries, meaning that the water could be, like I say, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I have here a little bit of Aquarius going on in here, maybe like Capricorn, Aries, and fire. Aries has to do with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay? All right. And it says, call it in our love. It says, call it in. I mean, whatever you call in, all right? Speak it out. Call it out. Our love is eternal, real on this earth plane, and exists already. Okay? And it says, portal of love. I need to hear from you. The healing, all right? We're talking about love and how you can be fracked or broken and you've been through something. Now it's to build your heart back to where it was. Maybe you could have had a heart murmur or something. Something that needed to be filled. And knowing that in order to bring back broken and to feel it back to where it is, it takes a long time for a heart broken to feel it back up. The healing, right? And we're talking about Pisces signs. You really don't. You just want to detach, okay, from what need, okay, and when you're ready to just be loved, open the portal in the upper dimensions of the multi dimensions, not just what people refer to these days as the 5D. Know that somewhere you are not in illusion of separation. All right, somebody. All right, I am genuine and happy when I'm with you. I know we could have it all. I do want that with you. They saying I do want that with you. Somebody wants you, okay? What I'm trying to say. I can hear you even in the silence. I feel trapped and stuck in my situation. Seems like this person is still stuck in something in a past of a situation. Now it says I'm giving a past partner way too many choices, so they let you know you still continually be with this person, individual, feminine or masculine, inside Pisces now, but this person still trapped and stuck in a situation of his situation or somebody else. It says sometimes I miss you so much it physically hurts. It's a soul connection. Call it in again. I love every part of you. Unconditional everything. I love and accept you. Okay. I got a basket here. If that resonates. I cannot change. I don't know why this basket is in here, but I don't know why. So I'm just going to put it here. I cannot change you and I can't make you. Got it. It said I am only change myself. It's a maturity of level. All right. So now we got issues here. We got victim. I have narcissistic ways in here. Also, a person can be the victim even though the narcissistic may be projecting on another person as a victim. But then after a while, if a person is a narcissistic keep projecting to a victim, then the victim end up acting just like the narcissistic. Okay? Because they projecting to another person. But remember, a victim has to do with the empath. Okay? I'm an empath. And it says right here, I love being in the water. So you see that this is Pisces. Now it says right here, it tell you I'm giving a pass to partner way too many choices, but it says right here, here's another behind it, that I'm perfectly content spending an entire weekend indoors. Okay, this person wants to get in it. He wants to be with you all day long, in the weekend indoors and home. And remember, we was talking about your sanctuary. This here has to do with somebody in your home sanctuary, monetary spirits. It's a spirit that's from the past. And like I say, it's something in your own sanctuary. Family, friends, co-worker, or community, or in your home. Okay? Give me information, here it is. Now I got some information, got family. Some information is family. Right here it says hexes of curses served cut cords. Here I got procrastination. When a person is procrastination, or we call it procrastination, what I call it, procrastination of a person. To me, a lot to do with the water. It means something causing problems, stalling things, or constantly repeat of thought, thinking, physically. It's like something is moving constantly, and this is in your mind. So this could be illusional. Then this is where you can start balancing how you ground it. Okay. And this has to do with narcissistic moves until it says a narcissistic moves on until their next victim, while the empathy is literally stuck. That's a procrastination. This is what person is a narcissistic. The empath is literally stuck with the mental, stuck with regrets and feeling failure of fulfillment of possibilities. It has to do with 12. Empath, watery, Pisces, and being stuck, coming out of that, coming out of stuck, bound in information of the 12 signs, meaning that you coming out of endings of things of stuck and then becoming something new in a new spring. Okay. And it says empath physical symptoms because of their heightened sensitivities, because this is Pisces. And then I have a cautious generation of a tree, and sending, it says spending lies, it says envious, when you go and defame another person of the character. Now, here we go. Victim and narcissistic things. Now, you got a person, it's a narcissistic material spirit causing problems, interfering of an empath, as that is a serial Pisces. So we're going from there. So we must be coming from the sun that has to do with Leo and a Virgo. It's coming in between. It could be, like I said, it can be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Also, it could be, remember, we're in the watery, so it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or it can be Aquarius. It has to do with Capricorn. Okay? So, if anybody resonate, now I'm understanding it's a narcissistic and empath. It's just going back and forth. As an empath, as a Pisces, you're gonna have to tell your understanding that you have to understanding that you have been through so much that in order to be going forward, you will have to ground yourself, love yourself more, and to be able to love yourself and able to be able to go to new experience and new life. You have to open and forgive yourself so you can go forward. That's the only way that I can see in this these Pisces, and uh, being that an empath, and knowing that being inside, you hiding yourself of love from your own self. You know, sometimes you got to get out of the house and be able to do things, and to see other things, and not to be inside all the time. And calling out and be positivity and love, and knowing that all is good. You're fine. Everything is fine. All right. So these cards here. I mean, we in here about 122, 23. I've been trying to it's been an hour, but I have a stranger stop and ask me, "Are you okay?" Let me see if I think another card in here and come out here, because we didn't really give out information about the calm, caution, responsibility, being out Mars energy. It's coming in there. It has to do with what's coming. If anything has to do with war, something going on, because it's coming to it, but doesn't mean that it's all war. It could be with your spirituality. Okay, let's see what we got here. We still, I believe in the signs from the universe. Still by I believe. We're still in believing, meaning that the believe has to do with the motto of Pisces. Everything's in order. Let's see. Here's another one. I have a vivid imagination and often get lost in daydreams. Remember that Pisces are the dancers and the dreamers. Okay. See, I'm gonna do one more. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna come in here. Pop. I'm not popping. It says, I've been told my eyes are my best feature. Okay. All right. So, as far as the information I did, it's called Sun and Moon Horizon. It's a card game. I like it. It's different things about Pisces. I give out the information of relationships, of books, and also relationship, and also it is horoscopes that I use. I use a lot of things that I read about the 12 signs, okay, that we are. And I just want to give thanks to Pisces, as Pisces is this is their time. Happy birthday. Some people don't do birthdays, but I say a B day is be within yourself, individual, and to love yourself as a child. He knew you first, and everything is an open a door. And don't be so stuck. Search out everything. If you don't understand, just look, and you realize we're all the same. It's up to how you feel, But sometimes remember, when you feeling has to do with Pisces, and has emotional. Emotional has a lot to do with water. Find a way to ground yourself and know that all is well. And you look positivity at all times, even though you see the negativity, but you fight within yourself to know you see the negative. But remember, if a person always doing negative, they don't do nothing but get a result of negative. If you're always doing positive and you keep positive, that comes back to a boomerang to yourself. Understand that. That's nothing but love and unconditional love. Well, this is all Pisces giving out information of what I've seen. Calm, caution, and responsibility. Also has to do with narcissistic and empath. Has to do with the water. Like I said, it's about the multiple new, and it's the planet of Neptune. The feeling, I believe, knowing that water has to do with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, watery, and how we balance ourselves. Okay. Um, I think that's about all. And knowing that, regardless of what you go in the negative, all the thoughts and things, find a way to find a positivity, and find a way to come out of different things that is so closed in, and come out and know it's a new spring. All right, that's it, y'all. And Pisces, happy birthday again. and knowing that this is your time. And hey, send a number. Peace and blessings to you and your family. You have a wonderful day. Bye.